Hey guys, today I am going to talk to you about the process of writing and recording my new song called Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. This has been 29 years in the making. More, actually. So, many of you have heard my new song called Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. I'll give you a little hint of what it sounds like. Alright, so the way the song started was back at around January, February of 1990. I went to Cub Scouts. Actually, I was in the Bobcat troop. Pack 347, I think, or 349, I forget. Had to have been 349. And this was in Wantagh at, most of the kids in the Scouts were at Lee Road Elementary School. And I was one of the few kids who went to Seaman-Neck Elementary School. So me and I think the only other kid from Seaman-Neck was Dan Nalen. And everyone else was in Lee Road. So geographically we were kind of removed from each other. Now, my father was a scout leader. And I remember him talking about in some handbook walking down the stairs. I tried to find it, I couldn't. So then it kind of just went in one ear, out the other, as most shit did back in 1990. I was 7, 8 years old. And 5 years later, this is in October, November of 1995, I was sitting in English class, Mrs. Harrigan's English class. And I didn't do my homework, as I normally didn't do when I was 13 years old. I was kind of a dumb kid. And she asked me what the theme of the story was. I go, oh, me, because that's how I was in class. I was like, don't walk down the stairs backwards. And I'm like, oh, that's a brilliant idea. And then kids laughed. And I was like, how do I market this? No one else talks about it, and for a good reason, because it's kind of dumb. Most people know the correct manner to climb the staircase, so it takes more effort to do it wrong than do it right. And that's how I got the idea. So then later on that year, I did an art project where I made, like, kids were making no smoking signs and whatnot. I made a sign of somebody on the stairs. And again, it was something stupid that I thought was great. Theme of the Arkhams, by the way. So, oh, hi, Blake. So this was late 1995. I was in 8th grade. And then kind of became a theme. I would say it, in school, and people would know that it was me. It was kind of my calling card. So then, around 2007, my band, the Arkhams, was on tour. And back then, they still had toll collectors at toll booths. And I, after paying the toll, I said, oh, thank you so much. Don't walk down the stairs backwards. And then one day we decided, instead of you telling them, why not get them to tell you? So then I made like a situation where I'd call someone up and say, hey, I'm trying to move a couch down to the bottom floor and try to get it down to the bottom. And I have to support it on the stairs. Am I facing frontwards or backwards? Anyone? No one bullies me at all. My live on, I probably should go live on Twitch, but I haven't learned how to do that yet. Anyway, so this was in like 2006, 2007. My band, The Arkhams, was on tour. And then we were recording ourselves instrumentation. I remember my singer recording his voice saying, don't walk down the stairs backwards. That same album, which is Valley of the Arkhams, has a song called Valley of the Arkhams, where I play a riff. At that point in my life, the Picts walking down the stairs backwards, the best I knew how to do musically. in at 24, 25 years old. And the song is. That riff is, and I still think that is the riff that sounds most like Walking Down the Stairs Backwards. But the song's called Valley of the Arkhams, and I'd introduce it at Arkham shows, especially if we didn't open with it. We usually open with it. In the original lineup, that was the song that we most likely opened with. Is still to this day, I think it's the best instrumental I ever wrote in my life. But I was still determined to write a song called Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. So I started the one-man band kind of officially in 2019 when me and it wasn't fully the one-man band yet. I didn't have the albums, I didn't have the songs, I didn't have like what's going on. February of 22, that's when I actually officially started the one-man band. And I had this riff go on probably for the last, I think I wrote it around 2010, 2011, and that was this. I was like, where do I use it? Because it doesn't have the rhythm that the Arkhams play. The Arkhams play stuff mainly in 2/4. Right? But most of that song, other than the third iteration of that, is. If you know the Yardbird song, Still Unsaid, that is what the song is based on. Not the right key. See the stars falling out of the sky. Gently passing, they kiss your ears as you cry. See the wind and softly blow your hair from your head. See the rain hide away. But it's got that rhythm. Now, obviously, you can play a song in any key you want. I don't think that's okay. I'm pretty sure it's an E. I'm singing F minor. I started in C minor, which is the key of Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. So it's based on the song Still Unsaid off Having a Rave Up with the Yardbirds. Now, that's one of my favorite albums. And I was like thinking, what if Jeff Beck did not have the Yardbirds? He didn't have that rhythm section of the Yardbirds. It was spectacular. He had, Jim McCarty on drums. He was very dynamic. He had Paul Samuel Smith on bass, who I think is the guy that invented the rave up. He's kind of the guy, I would say, out of anyone you could say who invented heavy metal, he's probably the guy that invented heavy metal. You can actually point to, because especially when you hear later Yardbird stuff, it's impossible not to hear the Keith Relf influence on Ozzy Osbourne. And now Keith Relf is he's definitely got his own vocal style. When you hear, there's a song, Ever Since the World Began. Ever since the world right? And you really hear Ozzy in that track. I think that song is actually right? Again, key is insignificant, but the melody and where it goes, and like, yeah, that's Ozzy, that's Iron Man. That's a song that influenced Iron Man, if you want to hear that. So it's kind of like, and everyone forgets Chris Drea, their rhythm guitar player, who's way up there as a rhythm guitarist. And then you got their three lead players. Eric Clapton, the most insignificant of them. Jimmy Page, who, came in when the table was already set for him. But the real genius of the Yardbirds was Jeff Beck. And the Jeff Beck album was Having a Rave Up with the Yardbirds. And that's the song, Still I'm Sad, maybe ever since the world began, is what influenced Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. So, I always, because the Arkhams write a lot of psychobilly instrumentals, Road to Arkham, Valley of the Arkhams, Thunder Over Arkham, Instrumental Patient, Venge, Dunce Cap. We do a cover of The Shadows, Man of Mystery, and I'm usually, I think they are, some of the best instrumental pieces I've written, but they're not the whole thing, because I write every kind of instrument. So then this song, I was like, all right, how can I write I have an instrumental with my one-man band already called Take a Helicopter to the Prom, that's on my second album, that's, something that I can, that's gnarly. I wanted gnarly. That's a cool enough instrumental. I'm happy with it, but I'd be much happier with something like Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. Now, it's kind of the same rhythm. And again, it's kind of me cheating because warm up today. So you get the idea. Like, that's much more gnarly than you hear it already, like right in the entrance. It hits you. At least it hit me harder when I heard Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. That fast down pick. Oh, thanks, Donald James X. So yeah, I'm doing a little behind the scenes on the new song Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards, which I want everyone to go stream either on their YouTube or Spotify. I'm very happy with this. It's a one-man band performance. There's no overdubs. There's no bass overdub. Like, all the bass on that song. So you get the idea. Now, I've been toying around with the riff. I'd play it at shows here and there. It would be okay, nothing great, nothing to write home about, but fun. Finally, earlier this year, I'd say around May definitely by May, I was playing it at shows. I was like, ooh, this is fun. In fact, the first time people moved around to the music was on that song. I would have thought it would slow down. I do a decent cover of that. First time, and I knew I had to do something with that song when I started going. And when I do that fast 2/4, that's 2/4 rhythm, people started moving, and that was the first time people were moving at a one-man band show. I was like, oh, I gotta do something with this song. I was like, I know exactly what to do. And then the title came about 2 days later. I was like, why don't I just call it the thing that I've been saying for the last almost 30 years of my life? So I was like, all right, bingo. Go to the studio. I recorded it. I recorded that song at the A-Room studio on Long Island with my good friend Steve Rosen. And I go there for a day. I crank out about 15 songs, and that was probably the best of the songs I cranked out. And I already had some releases on the radar, like my song The Big Decide. When opportunity disappears and it's time, you best to begin, so you move on to the other side. I couldn't release it right then and there. Plus the Arkhams, which that was the thing with the bass on this song, but Helping Hand. You had your day, now you must pay. Should you ever throw your helping hand away? You took the crowd, yeah. Try. Now I know that all along you lied. And I'll get to you for ungrateful thing. I never do a thing to put you on. Now I know it wasn't me whoever did you wrong. You had it out for me. All along, you had your day, now you must pay. Should you ever throw your helping hand away? I'd never do a thing to put you on. Now I know it wasn't me whoever did you wrong. You had it out for me all along. You had your day, now you must pay. Should you ever throw the hand away? Right, so that was October. So here it was. I go into the studio in August. I already had a song that was going to drop in September. Arkham's collaboration, October. November was my Uncle Mountie collaboration. No, I didn't put out another song. So it's like, all right, December 6th, I'm dropping. I always drop it the first Friday of the month, except I'm going to follow the Jesse Cannon rule and do the first Tuesday from January on. See how it goes. So that's why it took me so long to release the song, even though I was like, by May, by Moonrunners, I was like, I gotta get this song out. And finally I got it out, and the last couple of days, so I encourage everybody here, when you get a chance, walk down the stairs backwards, film yourself, and either like take 3 steps down backwards and go, oh no, I don't want to do that, and then turn around, and or film yourself walking down the stairs backwards and like fake a fall. Don't actually fall, but like what my friend Uncle Mounty did today. I'm challenging everyone here to film yourself walking down the stairs backwards and go, oh no, because again, it takes more effort to walk down the stairs backwards than frontwards. With that being said, come join me tonight at Old Sonoma Pub. My name is Bobcat. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you later on tonight.